The testimony you're about to give will faithfully and truthfully conform to the facts and rules of the mock trial competition? Yes, I do. You may be seated. Please state your full name and spell your last name for the record. Kelly King, K-I-N-G.
Hello, Ms. King.
Hi.
What is your occupation?
I'm a chemistry professor at the University of Vanderbilt with an emphasis in applied chemistry.
And what are your qualifications?
I've been a teacher there for 15 years, and I've also taught courses in the subjects of chemical combustion and fire ignition arson investigating training programs across California.
Have you ever been an expert witness in arson cases?
Yes, in about 400 cases of suspected arson, both criminal and civil trials.
How did you begin your investigation in this case?
I examined the case through photographs taken by Stacey Samuels on the night of the fire.
And are you familiar with Stacey Samuels' witness statement?
Yes, I've read it.
Do you agree with her conclusions?
Absolutely not. I disagree with her on many points.
What's the first point you disagree with her on?
Well, Ms. Samuel believed that because of the yellow flames and gray smoke coming from the building, that the accelerant must have been gasoline.
And what are your views on this assessment?
I disagree because, like gasoline, wood also creates yellow flames and gray smoke, and the building was made of wood.
What are your views on the accelerant?
Well, it could have been gasoline, but the evidence, at best, only indicates gasoline as one of many possible fuel sources.
Is there a second conclusion you disagree with, Ms. King?
Yes, Ms. Samuel believed that the fire was started by arson, but I found that a lot of evidence pointed to an accident.
What evidence pointed you to this conclusion?
Well, the fire was started in the northeast corner of the main room, which is the maintenance supply closet. This is a single point of ignition, which indicates an accident, not arson.
How could the fire have started in that closet?
In the closet, there were numerous containers which might have contained flammable chemicals. Through a process called off-gassing, fumes could have been produced that would have been ignited with a spark.
And what could have caused that spark?
A spark from an electrical socket, which was in that room.
Ms. King, what is your expert opinion on the cause of the Clearwater fire on the night of July 22nd?
The evidence of the fire at Clearwater is inconclusive as to the cause, either accidental or intentional.
Thank you. No further questions.
Thank you, Ms. King. Thank you for appearing in court today. Now, how, if gasoline was only one of the many possible causes of the fire, then how do you explain that Deputy Samuel smelled a very strong odor of gasoline at the scene?
Well, she could have smelled it coming from the fire trucks, which had come to put out the fire,
I
or
see.
possibly from the clothes of the New Believers themselves.
Now, I've never heard of a fire truck that runs on gasoline. Are you under the assumption that fire trucks in Woodville run on gasoline as opposed to the more common diesel fuel?
Objection, Your Honor. This question is argumentative.
I was simply trying to clarify because it is definitely a very unconventional method of fueling gasoline truck, and I was clarifying that that is in fact what the witness was saying, that the smell of gasoline came from fire trucks instead of somewhere else.
You might pursue that line of questioning. The problem with your question is that you've got yourself in there. So you say, my experience has been, I have heard, I believe this is what it is.
I apologize, Your Honor, I misspoke.
Thank
Ms.
you, Your Honor.
Ms. Samuel, do you know what the fire trucks in Woodville run on?
Well, I know that fire trucks conventionally run on diesel, but I said in my statement that gasoline could have come from them, and I stand by that.
Okay. Now, you also said that an open window would provide enough oxygen to fuel a fire,
Yes.
but that it started in a supply closet, which had no window, right?
Correct.
I see. No further questions, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Samuels, you concluded the fire started in the storage closet, did you not?
Yes, I did.
And then once the fire had caught the building in flames, it could have then been aided by the wood, couldn't it?
Well, yes.
Thank you.
Objection, Your Honor. This is outside the scope of the cross. It was never established that it was aided by the wind, and it wasn't established in the direct either.
My impression was that that's where the window came from. I'll allow question.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions. You may sit down, Ms. King. Defense calls Jan Jefferson to the stand. Jan Jefferson?